Bucknell matchup this weekend with a couple days off. Yeah. Let's talk about that matchup and what you guys been working on.
Week of exams, guys have been working hard in the classroom, finishing up classes, and yeah, we have our hands full on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Bucknell is a very, very good program. They're a very good team. They have some very good seniors. They've been through, like us, they've been through the ringer with their schedule. They've played a lot of really good teams, and they'll be ready to go.
Do you know Nathan at all? I mean, it's
one of my best friends. Yep.
Did you know him before?
Yes. So I played against Nathan. Lebanon Valley played at Randolph-Macon around Christmas '95. My senior year, he was a junior at Randolph-Macon. We played Randolph-Macon.
I bet I have video of that game.
Probably do. And then that following May '96, I became an assistant with Coach Nunley, and Nathan stuck around another year and got another degree, and he was a student assistant. And then we've been great friends since, and yeah, we talk all the time.
Is that, I mean, I don't know if that gives you any insight, more insight into this game?
No, we both talked basketball all the time since 1996 till last week. We haven't talked this week. We probably won't till Saturday. It's just, we got each other's back, and he followed me at Randolph-Macon and did an unbelievable job, and then he worked for Coach Flannery, Pat Flannery, who was my college coach at Lebanon Valley. So just a big circle.
What's your favorite memory from working with him when he was a student assistant?
We just had a lot of fun. I mean, I was maybe a year older than him, and we just were in the office all the time and trying to make our guys better. And two young guys working for Coach Nunley. You just trying to figure it out. We just had a blast. And then, he became an assistant in the fall. That I guess it was '96, spring of '97. So just followed each other and became really tight. Talked all the time. We both loved Randolph-Macon, and he went and worked for Coach Flannery at Bucknell. Had some unbelievable years there when he was assistant with Coach, and just sort of supported each other. And when he was at Randolph-Macon, I still lived in Ashland. He lived a block away. His oldest and my middle one went to school together. They grew up together in Ashland, so just really tight.
Coach, go ahead, Wayne. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. You played for Flannery, you worked for Flannery, and you played for Nunley, you worked for Nunley. So how much influence, similar influence that they have on your individual coaching style?
A lot. There's some things that we both do that we know where they came from, just how it goes, and. But there's a lot of similarities that way. We play differently, but we look at the game very similar as well.
Coach, it's kind of a gauntlet here over the past few weeks. The dust is kind of settled now. What'd you learn about your team after you kind of go back and evaluate that?
Well, we fight like crazy. I mean, that's for sure, and we're close. But that's we got to get past being close. We got to take the next step, and we got to get our two guys back. Malik and Isaac, we got to get them back because we just don't have as much depth as we need for the way we want to play. I do like the positives. When we get our style of play going, we can score against anybody and we can create opportunities for ourselves. I think our young guys, because they've been thrown in the fire, and our new guys that have really responded and gotten better and better, and I think that's huge. So that will help as we get into league play for sure. There's experience there. I think we've done a better job as the year's gone on of rebounding better, and we've rebounded against some teams that are known for their rebounding, and we've done a great job finding a way to scrap out rebounds and all that stuff. Our offense, stat-wise, pretty good, but we got to be better at late in games. I think the defense is the key. We just got to continue to get better defensively. Half court, 5-on-5, we've gotten better. We got to get better in defensive transition. It's been our Achilles heel, and we got to run guys off the three-point line. We've gotten better at that, but it's come back to haunt us here lately. We got to find a better job of running guys off the three-point line. But getting these guys back is going to help. When they come back, now we finally have depth, and certain guys don't have to play a huge amount of minutes. But it is what it is until they come back.
It's only Tuesday, but do you feel good about them being ready?
I said it last week, but they're progressing. So they're going to move around a lot more this week. So hopefully, we'll see where we're at. It's just, it's the same thing I said last week. We're not going to put them out there for them to re-injure. We want to put them out there to make sure they're ready to go for the rest of the year. We don't want these to be nagging injuries because it could ruin your season as a player if you can't get rid of an injury like that. So we want to make sure Eddie Binion, our trainer, has done a super job with them, but they're getting better. They're progressing, that's for sure.
Coach, as a head coach, you get so, I know you're so focused on the day-to-day, practice to practice, game to game, but do you let yourself think about big wins for a tournament resume and non-conference, or is that something that really doesn't cross your mind?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some chances, and we've been pretty darn close, but we didn't cash them in, and that hurts you without a doubt. I mean, you want real talk. That's real talk. There's a couple of those games, boy, man, if we would have got, it would put you in a good position as the season goes on, and you win games as you keep going on. We didn't do that. We let some through our fingers. Other programs have been through that. We've been through that before in the past. You got to learn from it. It's over with. But yeah, we had a couple opportunities. I wish we had again. You don't. You don't forget them, but you can't live on them, or it's going to affect the next week and the following week. And I am a day guy. Hey, if we keep getting better, that's going to help us. That's going to help us try to win the next game. And I don't mean to be cliche, but that's how I am. But yeah, we let a couple slip away. That's real talk, and we know it. But we got to learn from it so it doesn't happen again.
This program doesn't suffer many losses like you guys had Saturday. Is that something you want them to remember, or is it something you want them to get past?
No, I want them to remember without a doubt. But that happens to every program, and really good programs. It happens. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. And I think that game Saturday was a culmination of being tired, the emotional impact Tuesday night's game against Texas had. It all sort of snowballed, and we got off to an okay start in the beginning, and we're hanging in there, and then it just sort of the wheels fell off, and sometimes you have days like that, and you try to do everything in the book to, all right, let's get close, let's figure it out, we're all right, and it doesn't happen, and you pay the price, and you got to learn from it, and how bad the guys felt and the coaching staff felt, and how upset we were, hurt. I don't want those guys to ever forget that. I mean, that's part of being a competitor. Those days where they hurt the most is when you don't forget. So it drives you to work hard today in practice and all week to be ready for the next one.
Coach, going off that, what's been the team's mentality these past 2 days at practice, even after the tough losses?
Well, we took Sunday and yesterday off. We took 2 days off. Number one, guys had a lot of papers and a lot of exams early this week, so we wanted to make sure they had plenty of time for that. We got in and we had a meeting yesterday. They're mad, they're upset like I am. They know we got to do something about it though. Like there's not complaining or pointing fingers. It's we got to do better. And when you have that approach, we got to do better. We're not complaining about it. That's the right approach, and I think that's the fact of it all. Is certain days were pretty good, certain days were pretty close. Saturday, unfortunately, wasn't good enough at all, and we got to figure that out and move on. But we got to get better. We got to get better. Certain guys have gotten better, certain things we've gotten better at, but overall, we got to continue to move forward.
Apologies if I came in on the tail end of you already answering this question, but mentioning getting better, Marcus specifically seems to get better every game. Have you noticed that? And where's that coming from?
Yeah, well, it's just a freshman becoming more comfortable in his role, being more comfortable on the court, the speed of the game. He's been great. I told Marcus a while ago, and he knows this, when freshmen have a clear mind and just do what they're supposed to do and not try to do more, and don't get frustrated by what may happen. Just learn from it and keep moving on. That's when freshmen, I always feel, play the best, and he's in that place right now. And I think Sean Mobley is as well. I think both of those guys are doing better and better all the time, and I think Marcus has just made some plays with the lights on that everybody sees what he's capable of doing. But I think he plays extremely hard, and he's relishing his role. I mean, he's alive in his role, and he's doing it at a high level.
Did he happen to hear about the compliment that Shaka paid him, or does he have any idea? Or did you even hear it?
No, I didn't hear it.
He just said, that's a VCU guy. That's one of the guys that I would have brought in here. He's going to be a star.
Yeah, well, he plays harder than the guy he's playing against, number one, and he's really good at pursuing the basketball, and he thinks he can get the basketball every time it goes up on the rim. When you have that mindset, that's half the battle, and he's doing something at a high level as a freshman, rebounding the basketball, but he's always been doing that, and that translates. So, and his skill level, he works really hard with Coach Scott before and after practice too, on his footwork, on his skills. He's starting to finish with his right hand. So there's a freshman just in the right place, getting better all the time.
You mentioned, some exhaustion coming off the Texas game, an emotional game like that. Do you think some of the turnovers and stuff like that in the first half were kind of a product of a little bit of that, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not. It's still not an excuse. It doesn't matter. It's a new game. You got to lace them up, and you got to be ready to play. But just careless turnovers. But that's sort of this year when we've taken care of the ball, we've been very efficient on offense and gotten a lot of shots and gotten good shots and scored the basketball. When you're giving the other team the ball and it's almost where they're live turnovers and the other team scores off them pretty easy, that's deflating. And that happened to us early in the game on Saturday, and we just couldn't recover.
And do you think that's a little bit of inexperience and some of the young guys have to learn to flip the switch and get ready for the next
Yeah, you have to, no matter how high or how low the last day was, the last game was, you got to let it go because it's over with. You can't control it. And we learned the hard way Saturday about that. Now, we don't want Saturday's game to show up next Saturday, so we got to learn to let it go, learn from it, and take care of what we can take care of. The tough thing about that is when you're 18 to 22, it's tough to let go when you're really bummed out and you're upset with yourself. And we've had some games this year that were right there, and we haven't finished, and that stays in your mind. And we got to really do a good job of flushing it and moving on.
Is there someone other than Johnny and Justin you want to see step up in these close games, in the earlier part of the games?
Well, I think at times throughout the year, different guys have. Johnny and Justin are playing so many minutes as well. Right now, everyone's playing so many minutes. Everybody's got to produce in their minutes. We got to make the open shots. We had a lot of open shots on Saturday. We just didn't make, and that put us in a hole. Everyone's got to step up. But not anyone in particular. I think as a collective group, we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball, and we got to do a better job of getting back in transition defense. Just those two things right there, if we get a little bit better at, we're a better team, probably have some different results. So it's more collective than anything. And we work on transition defense, and we talk about not turning the ball over every single time we're on the court. But until it becomes part of them, and until it becomes what we do every day, every night out when we play, you're going to have those issues. Every coach in America has their issues. Those are our issues that we got to clean up, and we're working on them to do that.